Hey guys, I'm Jess Dammers from BoardGameGeek TV, and I'm here with Andrea Meyer, and we are talking about Frigiti, whatever you want, she says. You can say it. She made it up, so you can say it however you like.
Right, so I say Frigiti, but whatever you like, because this is a game about made-up words, and you just spell or pronounce them the way you want. Awesome. And this is what it's basically about. So the game is Frigiti, it's for 4 to 6 players. Aged 13 and up. I played it with 10-year-olds, but it depends basically on how good they are at building words, defining words. What we have is we have 10 dice with letters. There's 3 dice with vowels and 7 with consonants. What we do is we take turns. We play as many rounds as there are players. And whoever's turn it is, they take the 10 dice, roll them, and just set up a word.
Okay.
So, for example, I could build the word Funi. Okay. What we now do is we each get one of these sheets, write down the word, and then define it. Everybody defines what Funi is. Afterwards, we shuffle the papers, the sheets. Everybody reads out one of these. We know that from the dictionary game. But here there is no right solution. It's basically it's all about what definition you like, basically.
Oh, okay.
And then we swap tokens. Whoever has the most tokens in the end will win the game. But basically, it's all about the fun.
Yeah.
That's a short explanation of.
That's a very short explanation. Do you want to do like can you play? You said it was for.
It's actually 4 to 6, but
we can do a short round real quick.
Why don't you just? Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't you just roll the dice and give us a word?
Okay. It doesn't matter like length. It just has to be a word.
It has to be a word. It has to contain of at least 3 dice. But it can miss any vowels. If you say it's a word, it's a word.
Ta-da.
Nolab. Sure. So, what do you say? I mean, we can just play without writing now since we're at 4. I'd say Nolab. Sounds to me like a new kind of speed tennis ball, actually. What do you think?
What do you think?
I think it's a rare horse from Africa.
No.
I agree. Yeah. That sounds good.
I like that. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So if I were to pick his, he would get the tokens?
Well, basically what we do is since we
Right? You don't know who write down.
You just write it down.
The
you
number.
don't know which is which.
Right.
You just get one. So you want to write readable, so that everybody else can read your letters.
That is important.
Yeah, because otherwise I would just make up whatever I think I read, and that doesn't help you, basically. Okay. So I read out, for example, I would read out the rare horse from Africa. And everybody reads out theirs. We take down notes for keywords. So in my case, we would write horse. Andrea read something about horse. Okay. And then everybody circles 3 definitions. One is the best, which is always the one I wrote, because obviously mine is the best. And then we circle 2 more, which we like. And we swap tokens the way that each of us puts 3 tokens in front of them. And I asked, did anybody circle the word below my name? And if so, you just push 1 token in the middle, and whoever rode the horse, in this case Aldi, takes all the tokens from the middle. So what you do is you give 3 tokens away, and you earn at least 1 because you always circled your own word. But you can earn as many as there are players.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So that's basically the scoring system, which lets everybody join in the playing, because you don't have to have one central reader who reads out everything.
Okay. So how did you come up with this idea? Somebody was really bad at Scrabble, or?
Actually, it came up in January this year when I tried to go to sleep and my thoughts were racing, and at some point something happened, and I took my iPhone and took notes, because it was like late at night, and I thought, I might lose this if I go to sleep now. The next morning I reread it and thought, okay, this is really good, because sometimes you just have ideas that just are no ideas.
Right.
And it reminded me of a game I used to play with my older sister. When we played Scrabble, at some point we would turn to what we call nonsense Scrabble. which means you could put every letter where you wanted, and as long as you could explain the word you just built.
That's normal Scrabble, I think. No, that's a word. That's a word.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Yeah, but we just didn't look it up. We just made up words.
We just made it up.
And so that's close. And then, of course, I always liked the dictionary game and thought that was a clever idea. But I had many rounds in which people didn't like it because they never met the right or hit the right answer. And it felt bad for them to never know what was right.
Know, yeah.
And if you have one person in the round who knows it all, that's really hard. And that doesn't happen here. This is something I really like. And what I find, what is great is that the words make it into real life. So Frigiti, for example, is a word that came up in the first or second playtest we had. Somebody wrote it down and we found definitions. Among them, there was a small fridge. Somebody said it was a small fridge. And the other one said Frigiti was an Inuit woman after her menopause, which was good for laughter. And the next day we played it again with some other people, and somebody who was in the first round where we had Frigiti as a word. Suddenly he was playing at another table, something totally different, and suddenly shouted, "Now I know what Frigiti is." And we are like, "So?" And he's, "Oh, that's pretty clear. It's a magazine for women aged 50 plus." So at that point, I definitely knew the game had to be named Frigiti.
Yes.
You know? And there's also one good word which I like especially. It's qualisk, which spells Qualisk. And if you didn't know it, it is some kind of A-levels for those who believe they know games. So I'm still working on that.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much for showing us Frigiti.
Thank you very much for letting me show you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And greetings to Melissa. That's most important.
She's on.
There you go. Hello.